Take one, test. What we're doing here is a test run of the overhead rig here in combination with a secondary camera that's gonna give this kind of direct talking capability as we're teaching or as we are going through kind of what the lesson is today. We are going to teach how to create a three-point lighting system. First, what you're gonna need is obviously you're gonna have your talent. You're definitely gonna want a camera. You're gonna need someone to shoot and a camera to shoot it. So this could be your phone, or this could be our camera, or any sort of camera. And we're gonna do a piece to camera. So that's short form PTC, otherwise AKA piece to camera. So that's the shot where you're looking directly into camera like I'm doing here right now. What you have here is this light. It doesn't have to be a light. It's what we're really talking about is the source of the light, but we'll call this the key light. The key light basically is the main point of where the exposure is coming from. I actually have a light set up over here that is directly shining to my face. So if you can see my light, my face over here, it's a bit more bright on this side. So this is the main area of where your key light should be. So that's represented with this light, this yellow light over here. It's slightly bigger. This can also be, you know, the sunlight, if you're out in the sun, or if there's a window next to you or something. You're gonna wanna place the light somewhere along this area, right? What it's gonna do is it's gonna shine light to your talent, and it's going to give this nice kind of exposure on this side. Unless you're trying to make this guy look, you know, ominous, or, you know, slightly like an evil character, which is like really hard shadows, what you want to do is then you want to fill the other side of their face with this fill light. In this icon, we have a softbox light. Not everyone has a softbox light. What you can do is simply use a styrofoam. I have a styrofoam placed on this side as well. What that's gonna do is, it's a nice white styrofoam, and you want to use styrofoam because it's gonna have a nice soft bounce, which is not gonna give any harsh lights on this side either. So you want something a little bit softer. This one could be a bit harsher, but this one you want soft for your fill light. And what the white foam is gonna do is it's gonna bounce and fill up this other side of my face. So that's represented over here. And now the very final one on a three-point lighting system is the backlight. Now I don't have a backlight here per se. A backlight is basically going to be a light off camera that shines to the back of the individual. And this is gonna be a fairly harsh light. It's gonna be quite bright, but that's okay. The point is this backlight, when shining behind the subject or behind the talent, where it gives this halo effect around the subject, so that pulls them out from the background of the video. You will eventually notice that this three-point lighting system is the bare basics of lighting a subject. It gets vastly more complex than this, but all in all those complex lighting systems or setups are going to be derived from this core principle of the lighting system. So you got your key, you got your fill. That's going to create a more dynamic image in here, right here. And then if you have the capabilities or the equipment, then you might want to see if you can set up this sort of backlight. And that's it. That's if you have all the equipment to do so. If you don't have all the equipment, the very simple way to do this is use the sun, use the windows, use whatever you have available to you. Your key light could be changed out from an actual light to the sunlight, or within the Shootsta kit, we have the actual panel light. So if you're doing a close-up shot, like closer to here, you can bring the light way up close, and that will be your key light. Your fill light, usually, if you have a nice location and there's ambient light around, one quick trip to your standard arts and craft place to buy 1 meter by 1 meter piece of white styrofoam. It's gonna really amp up your lighting setup and bring a lot more quality to your image. And then the very last one is gonna be the backlight, which for most people it is just not something that they can do. So there we go. That's kind of the setup. Hopefully everything's in focus and I won't have to do a take 3.